What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So for this trailer review and reaction, we have a new trailer for the upcoming series Happy Face. A sinister Dennis Quaid stars in the true crime serial killer series. We did get a initial trailer for this not too long ago. It seems like it's been a little bit, maybe over a month, maybe 2 months now. Feels like it hasn't been that long, but we do have a second trailer that you can see from the timestamp just released about an hour or so ago. So we're going to take a look this image here we've seen before. This was in the first trailer, was also one of the first images they dropped on this. But we are going to take a look at the article, see if we have any new information on this before we get into the new trailer. So fresh off last year's The Substance, Dennis Quaid stars in the 8-episode series Happy Face for Paramount Plus, which premieres on March 20th with the first 2 episodes. I think that's might be new information. I don't know if we had an episode count before, but now we know it's 8 episodes. It's going to start on March 20th, which falls on a Thursday. It seems that seems to be the typical day for many of these series to start. We just did a trailer review reaction for The Bondsman, so be on the lookout for that on the channel. That's also doing 8 episodes, and that one will be dropping on April 3rd, but they're dropping all 8. Amazon will be dropping all 8 episodes on the same day. Here, obviously, Paramount Plus, as it just stated, is only doing the first 2 episodes on March 20th, and I imagine we'll get 1 episode for the next 6 weeks after that, until, as it says here, looks like following the premiere, new episodes will drop weekly on Thursdays with the finale on May 1st. So yeah, pretty much what I do is just mentioning. So let's continue down. Casting we've already talked about before. Happy Face is, if you didn't know this, we did talk about this. Happy Face is inspired by the true life story of Melissa G. Moore, as well as the critically acclaimed Happy Face podcast from iHeart's podcast and more, and the autobiography of Shattered Silence written by Moore with Bridget Cook. At 15, Moore discovered that her beloved father was the prolific serial killer known as Happy Face. As an adult, she has changed her name and guarded her secret while her father has been serving life in prison. Let's see here. We got a little bit more down here. Paramount Plus original series follows Melissa and her incarcerated father, known as the Happy Face Killer, who's going to be played by Quaid. After decades of no contact, he finally finds a way to force himself back into his daughter's life. In a race against the clock, Melissa must find out if an innocent man is going to be put to death for a crime her father committed. Throughout, she discovers the impact her father had on his victims' families and must face a reckoning of her own identity. So we just have more production information here, new trailer, and I think the poster down here is something we've already seen already. It is nothing new there. All right, so we're going to just scroll back to the top, and then we're going to now go check out this new trailer and see what we got.
Thank you for calling the Oregon Department of Corrections.
I'm gonna say this slowly so you understand. Stay out of my life and stay away from me and my kids.
Come on in, Ivy. I'm just finding out a little more about Melissa here.
What's going on? This is true crime. She's makeup.
Earlier today, a person called into this show, the Happy Face Killer.
The trucker serial killer from around here?
Mm-hmm. And he made it clear there were only 2 people here that he would talk to. Myself and Melissa here. Why?
He's my father.
When I confessed in 95, I held one back.
What's this victim's name?
I'll only tell it to Melissa in person.
My kids don't know. No one does.
He said he killed another woman. This story is bigger than just you.
He wasn't always a monster. He became one. Before that, he was just my dad.
It's so good to see you, Missy. Good to see you, Missy.
You wanted us here to talk about a murder. Now we're here, so talk. Your new victim. What was her name?
Jane Doe.
Oh, Dad, just tell us.
Did you hear yourself? You called me Dad.
What's he like?
Be glad you never have to know. If I don't deal with him, there is a family who lost a daughter who will never get answers.
You think that you're so much better than me. You don't see how we're the same.
You've been telling yourself a story about yourself, and now it's catching up to
You're just like your old man.
I'm not like you at all.
Yeah, I can see this one being a one and done series, just for the fact that he's incarcerated. They're talking about one last victim, as we read in the synopsis. So I could see this series ending off the fact of when he was put to death, as far as that goes, at the end of the 8 episodes. Now, whether or not Paramount Plus starts churning out things like this, similar to a True Detective format, where they do 8 episodes and it's focused on one particular story. Like this is focused on Happy Face. Now, let's say they did another one that was focused on, John Wayne Gacy, and did another one on Ted Bundy, another one on Zodiac or Jeffrey Dahmer, just various serial killers. If they did like a similar series, right? Obviously they wouldn't be part of the same series like True Detective, but did something similar, right? Where it's focused on, one subject matter, so to speak, right? So I'm looking forward to this one. Like I said, I was looking forward to this one when we got the initial trailer before. I think Dennis Quaid looks absolutely great in this part. He looks like he definitely fits the part. I think he's really hitting his stride later on in his career, as he's taken on some of these more, I don't want to say risky roles, but roles he probably wouldn't have taken on earlier on in his career. But I mean, like we've seen with other actors who get further into their career, they tend to take on projects where it's like, hey, I've done all I wanted to do or needed to do, so to speak. Now I can take on projects that I have a much more interest in doing, where I don't necessarily are doing it for a paycheck as I am for the art of doing it, right? So I mean, who would have thought we'd have seen Dennis Quaid in something like The Substance? Now on the heels of that, he's doing something like this. So very happy to see him in something like this, and the fact that it's being based off a serial killer. You guys have heard me talk about. I'm in the works right now. We're gonna be doing a serial killer series. Well, we will be focusing on individuals like Happy Face. So be on the lookout for when that series kicks off. Otherwise, looking forward to this one. We will be doing a weekly summary of this show, very similar to what we've done with Dexter Original Sin and what we're currently doing with Newtopia. That's on Amazon Prime. We will be doing The Bondsman along with this show as well. Now, The Bondsman we will be doing differently, only because they're dropping all 8 episodes at one time. This one, though, we will be doing those first 2 episodes as one review, and then we'll do a weekly review up until the finale on May 1st. So make sure to drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about Happy Face of the new trailer. Are you still looking forward to this series on Paramount Plus? And if you don't have Paramount Plus, we just covered off on a film, a movie review, horror movie review, Significant Other, that we just uploaded to the channel. That's also a Paramount Plus original starring Micah Monroe, a horror film, science fiction horror film. And this is coming out as well. So it seems like Paramount Plus is trying to get into the game of creating their own original content, very much like what Netflix and Amazon Prime have been doing. Hulu's been doing the same thing. So it might be worth checking out, getting a 7-day free trial, and then maybe even going forward with keeping it if they start churning out some good content. So with that said, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Peace.